All right, guys, we have Marissa here with Grade A Garage and their beautiful shop Supra. It's very, very hard to miss. Marissa, if you want to introduce yourself real quick to the audience.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marissa Galiano. I'm from Fallensby, West Virginia. My husband, Matt, owns Grade A Garage, and he is the one that built the entire car for me and has supported me all along the way.
And that's awesome. And then you're the one putting it down the track and then putting some hurting on some people.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I mean, it's
trying to represent for the females out there in an
yeah.
all-boys class.
Heck yeah. I love to see it. Need more diversity.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. 2024, definitely need more female racers. So hopefully some of you guys, some of you ladies watching this are encouraged to go down the track and, have a good time. But yeah, I mean, real quick, Marissa, if you just want to walk us through with the build that you guys have here. Of course, it's pretty serious, but yeah, so what engine do you guys currently have in this car?
Right now I have a built 3-liter. It was built by B&B Auto Works. I have some Kelford cams in there. I also have a KLM Savage Turbo Kit with a Precision 7480 Next Gen on it.
Nice.
I have an EOS intake manifold. It's pretty basic setup, pure stage 3 transmission. Most of it.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy.
No, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's a pretty simple setup for what it does.
Yeah, and it's awesome that you guys are still running a 3-liter.
Yes.
Are you guys planning on maxing out the 3-liter before moving to like a 3.2 stroker, or what's the
As
plan
of
with
right
that?
now, we're planning on sticking with the 3-liter.
Okay.
Things may change down the road, but right now we're happy with how it's performing, and we plan on sticking with it.
Awesome. And then for like the turbo, did you guys have a previous turbo on here, and then once the 7480 came out, you guys decided to switch to this? Or
yeah, I've had a few different turbos on there. I believe I had the 62, 66 maybe last year. And I also had a Zona the year prior. I also ran stock turbo prior to that. So I've had a few different turbo setups on here.
how does the 7480 compare, like in terms of just power band and how it like leaves the line? Like,
I mean, it leaves pretty good for the size turbo that it is. Power, obviously, it's making a lot more power now with that size turbo.
what's your personal best with this car?
Personal best, the first pass off the trailer down here at TX2K, I went 809 at 170.
Wow. I mean, so at 170 with that trap speed, you're probably looking at 1300, I think.
Yeah, the car made around 1200 on the dyno before we came here.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So do you guys plan on keeping it around that power level, or are you gonna turn it up once you guys
Probably a little bit more when I'm going down the track, but just for the dyno, that's all we stop it at. No need to beat it on the dyno.
Yeah.
I beat it hard enough on the track. So.
You need to get it down, making some passes.
Yep.
I feel you. So like for are you guys running nitrous, or is it all boost?
No nitrous, all boost.
That's awesome. And then like, do you plan on adding nitrous, or are you guys just gonna do all boost all the way?
For now, all boost. I mean, my 8.0 pass, I left the line soft. I had a lot more in it to leave the line, so I don't know.
Yeah, well,
we'll see what we can do in eliminations.
for something like this, what would any word of advice for prospective Supra owners or current Supra owners based on like your experience? What advice would you give them in terms of just building the car, racing it?
For me, I kind of did it in stages because I had never been down the drag strip before. So I started out stock motor, stock turbo, and kind of eased into it. I started out going 10s. I went to 9s the following year and then 8s. So it was a learning process for me for driving, but it worked great that way. If you're already an experienced driver, you might as well just go all in right from the hit and save yourself some money on the multiple builds. But you definitely have to be sure that this is something you want to do because it takes a lot of time and dedication. It really does.
That's actually like really, really well said. That's actually one of my favorite questions to ask any Supra owners, whether they just have a street car or a drag car, because every person's experience is different.
Yeah.
Some people like going the stages, but some people are like, oh, let's just fully send it.
Right.
But they don't know the way to go about it. So it's nice having people such as yourself on the camera providing that advice, because obviously like whatever I say is going to be different than what you would say.
Yeah.
And plus you've gone down the track, you've gone 8s, and you're just like, well, if you're gonna go ahead and send it, just go all the way.
Yeah. Yep.
If anything, you would be the person to say it.
Yep.
So Is it? I saw that like you guys have it. Is it a full interior stripped out, or what do you guys have?
It's stripped out, completely
stripped
stripped.
out?
Yeah, I think I might not be the lightest, but I'm one of the lightest Supras. We have a lot of weight reduction in this car.
Got it, got it. So now, like, what's your guys' future plans with the car? Like, whether it's build wise, power wise, going down the track. Is there like a certain target that you guys have on the wall that you're aiming to achieve?
I mean, honestly, I've gone faster than I ever expected to go in this car. I never expected to be going bottom 8-second passes, knocking on the door of 7's,
Yeah.
2 years into a build when I've never even been down a drag strip before. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens here and see how the car holds up in eliminations and then go from there.
Yeah, I love to see it. Hopefully, yeah, we can get more. Hopefully, a 7-second pass is.
That would be awesome.
And then so, since I know behind this Supra, we have the GTR. So how does this platform compare to it? Since typically in this platform, people kind of cross shop the Supra and the GTR. From someone who is experienced, who's seen crazy builds in the Supra and the GTR platform, what would you say? I guess what's good about the Supra and what's good about the GTR, and if someone's in the market for them, what would you suggest? Like,
I mean, the GTR is also a great platform. In his case, he's pushing it. He's gone, I think, 6, 7, 6, 9 passes in the past 2 events. So that's a pretty serious build. If you're going a little bit less of a build, maybe mid 7's, it's another great platform, just like the A90s. It just probably depends on how far you want to push them to
that makes sense.
the reliability and the how well they hold up.
Awesome. So, but in terms of street car, actually, what would you say would be the better street car for, let's say, kind of big turbo build?
I don't know, because they're both great street cars.
Okay,
It would probably just be personal preference for each and every person. I don't know.
there you guys are. Okay, I'll leave it.
I can't pick.
I'll leave it at that because online you see all the people saying, "Oh, Super this, GTR this," but for someone who's done it, you guys have clearly gotten results and time slips and dyno sheets, whatever people will ask for. So I figured I might as well ask the people who are actually
Yeah.
experienced with it.
They're both good platforms, so it's a hard pick.
Awesome. Well, Marissa, that's all that I have. Thank you so much for taking the time to
Yeah.
answer my questions and just do it for the people, for the B58 enthusiasts. Maybe even a couple of GTR fans stumble upon this video, so they don't hate us much. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.